Your current romance has felt like a lot of fun, Scorpio, but for some reason you're feeling guided to end things. Let's see why. Hey Scorpio, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon and I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is a timeless reading for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or wherever Scorpio falls in your chart. Cross-watchers also welcome. And my intention for this reading is to help you come into better alignment with your highest good in this moment. To start off your reading, we have the King of Cups in reverse. Someone who is very emotionally guarded. Perhaps is wanting to not have an emotional outburst, like guarding some deeper part of themselves so that there's no blowing up. It's a little bit self-preservation, but it's also considering the greater environment. Like, trust me, you don't want me to talk about this right now because it's going to change the entire environment into something different. Show me the challenge. What challenge is Scorpio facing right now? Cup in reverse. Okay. So this King of Cups, his cup is in reverse, and the challenge is not taking an emotional offer, not extending an emotional offer. This is like someone saying that they love you and you don't feel it back, so you don't want to lie and say it because it doesn't feel true to you. But you also kind of want to sidestep the issue and not. Do you know what this really feels like? It has strong vibes of like someone proposing in a very public situation and the person is very surprised by it and doesn't want to marry the person. You're like, trust me, you don't want me to answer this question right now. You don't want me to, because I'm going to decline the offer. But if I do it here publicly, it's going to be bad. It's going to be embarrassing for you, potentially for me as well. It's going to be cringy or whatever the fallout or the concern here is. I think you also don't want to kind of allow this person to have access to a deeper part of you, where it's like, maybe you do feel something, maybe you don't, but that's almost beside the point. They're like, I love you, let's be in a relationship. You're like, I'm not ready to say that. I'm not ready to let you into my world. I don't want that sort of a close bond with someone. I don't want the expectations that you're going to have, like, open access to my heart. Let's see your focus. The Empress reversed. I think you don't like something about yourself when you're with this person. You feel like you can't really be yourself fully. I think you really like who you are. It's something about the way they see you. And it's not as wonderful as you truly are. It's like, their view of you is limited in some way. Like, they think you're great, but they think that you're less than what you actually are. Show me what led up to this in the recent past. Six of Cups. Very genuine, very pure-hearted. This is like the feeling of it being too good to be true. The romance phase is what we're getting at here. Okay, so this is definitely a romantic relationship reading. It could be like reconnecting with someone that you knew from school, or like reconnecting with someone from your past. I don't think that it's like an ex. It doesn't have that sort of energy signature the way that I'm picking up on it, but it could be that for you. There's definitely like this reconnection, or like they remind you of someone that you used to know that you have good feelings about. Like maybe they remind you of your dad, or like they just feel like soul family to you in some way. Like, oh, you root for the LA Rams? My dad used to love that team. Or, wow, you like to smoke a pipe? You get the tobacco from like the same region that my dad used to do, and the smell of it just brings you back to like happy childhood memories. It's some sort of connection to happy memories, happy past. And it had this like idyllic energy around it, where I think you let yourself connect with that energy. And maybe now you're pulling back a bit, like, whoa, I don't want to like go off the deep end here. This is like a lot all at once. The reason this is all happening, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. This tells me that you're about to, or have a potential, like a probability of going down a path, diverging from a path that you're meant to stay on. And whatever vibes you're picking up on now, it's compelling you to behave in a way that's going to keep you on the right path for you, the highest path, the highest timeline. Like, it's hard to see now where this new path would lead you. But from the zoomed out perspective of your spirit team, they can see where it would lead you, or all the potential paths that you could choose from if you diverge from the path that you're on now and take this new path. But if you stay on the path that you're currently on, it's better. It's a higher timeline. It's a better potential future territory that you would get to, metaphorically speaking. Yeah, I just want to take a second to address, like, if you're a little bit mad at yourself for, like, oh, it's going so good, why do I feel like I need to pull back? Why do I feel like am I sabotaging this? If you're worried that you're sabotaging it, oh, that feeling is coming through really strongly right now. It's a little bit guilt, a little bit shame, a little bit like disappointed in yourself, or not wanting to disappoint this other person that you are beginning to care about very much. We'll see how the rest of the reading takes shape, but at the moment it feels like the reason this may be happening, like the reason that this energy is expressing through you as a detaching sort of energy, however you're making sense of and implementing that energy, it is coming through for your good and for their good as well. It may not make sense on the surface, like it's not how the movie version of this would progress, would unfold. In the near future, we have the Knight of Cups. This is a romantic gesture. It could be coming from you. Right now, I feel like you're the King of Cups reversed. So you could try to make amends, try to make things right if you feel like you were overly harsh. Or this could be a continued attempt with, like, someone offered you this Ace of Cups. You declined it, said, I'm not going to take that path because I feel like I'm not developing or don't have the room to develop into the full expression of myself if I agree to this. This could be this person coming back around saying, okay, let's talk about it. Give me another chance. Don't say no so quickly. Everything is going really good. Six of Cups energy in the past. Come on, you can't just walk away from this. There's something real. We both know it. But then we have at the bottom this Ace of Swords again. This very strong conviction that the answer is no. It doesn't feel easy. It doesn't feel like easy energy. It feels rough, you guys. Okay, the surprise energy is Justice in reverse. This is something not resolving. Something remaining unresolved. This could be the other person ghosting you, going silent, where you don't have the final conversation to say, let's just leave it as friends, or maybe things will develop down the road, but for now we need to put this on ice. Let's stay in touch. Like, there isn't an outcome here where both people leave feeling super great about the situation. And I think you're expecting based on how smooth sailing it's been thus far, you're expecting for the resolution of this energy to be smooth. But however this comes through, it's going to surprise you in that it doesn't resolve, or it doesn't balance, it doesn't feel fair. That's another way that I can see this happening. You could really have strong feelings for this person, and just something inside of you won't let the relationship progress. And it doesn't feel fair to you. Like, why can't I have this? Why can't I just be in love with this person and see where that road would take me? It doesn't feel fair. Let's see, hopes and fears. We have the Three of Pentacles. I think that you really want a partner, like a collaborator, someone that you can do life with. Someone who's on the same page as you, someone who is willing to and doesn't need to be convinced to give it their all. Like, that's already their mindset too. Someone who's loyal, committed, someone who is going to give it their best effort at every turn. And you can count on them to keep doing that. By the same token, though, that also worries you, because once you entangle yourself where you're doing life together with someone else, then you're dependent on them. There's this interdependency that you develop when the more entangled your life becomes with another person. And everyone is fallible, including yourself. You know this. So if someone else's mistake in the future ends up impacting you, then you kind of kick yourself for having aligned yourself with this person to begin with. It's a little like you want it, but you don't want it. Let's take a look at how this energy resolves. Two of Cups in reverse. This is a parting of the ways. This is either a breakup or a decision not to form a relationship. I think pretty succinctly how I was picking up on the energy. Excuse me. Let's get you some advice. How can Scorpio contend with these energies for their highest good? Sorry. Needed a little drink of water there. Your advice card is the High Priestess in reverse. Sometimes your tendency is to energetically connect with someone else's energy, to tune into their soul, their higher self. You're very intuitive and insightful that way, very empathetic, very able to pick up on someone else's energy. And I think that does you a disservice in this situation, because your advice is to not employ that ability. Don't connect with this person's energy. And I'm not saying like, this isn't saying don't spend time with them, don't text them. This is more taking it to an esoteric level of, when you're going through your day, don't cast your mind in their direction, wondering about what they're doing, and then pick up on their energy and feel their feelings like, oh, they're really down. Oh, they're struggling at work. Oh, their situation with their family, they could probably use some support right now. Like the way that you behave with this person on a normal, ongoing basis, or have up until this point, the advice is to cut that off. Because if you're parting ways with this person, it's going to make it more difficult for you and more difficult for them to feel that energetic connection past the point of when you part ways in the physical. I think that makes sense. I mean, I think I've expressed what needed to be expressed there, and I hope it makes sense to you. So I'm going to leave the reading there, Scorpio. I hope this helped. Take care, and I will see you back next time. Bye.